Just 1 year out from the Olympics, and Great Britain is establishing itself as a triathlon powerhouse. TriCenter starts now. I'm Ann Wessling, and welcome to this race wrap-up edition of TriCenter. The fast-paced nature of the ITU was made even speedier this weekend at the ITU Sprint World Championships in Lausanne, Switzerland. The events consisted of a 750-meter swim, a 20K bike, and a 5-kilometer run. And for the first time, the results counted towards the all-important Dextro Energy World Championship Series. The men were the first to race on Saturday, and as expected, they went out at a fiery pace. Richard Varga led the men into T1, but the short swim meant that all the main contenders were right on his heels. Once on the bike, there was no sitting in and enjoying the ride. All of the athletes, including defending sprint champion Jonathan Brownlee, gave an all-out effort on the bike. 35 men entered a chaotic T2, but as expected, it came down to a foot race between the Brownlees and Javier Gomez. Jonathan Brownlee successfully defended his title, crossing just before Gomez. The older Brownlee easily earned third.
Well, it's a great race. It's a really, really hard race. It's a great course for a sprint race. It's a hard bike. We split up out of the swim. We got a group out 15 going, but no one's really working. But we worked really, really hard. Hit me, Alison and Javier, working hard trying to keep it going. And then we got caught with about 3K to go, which meant we had all tied our legs out a little bit. And I got on the run, and then it quickly got down to me, hit me, Alison and Javier. And then I was holding on there. Javier attacked after about 2K. I had to stay with him. And then I got to the finish. I've never been in a sprint finish before, so I thought I don't really know what to expect. And so I thought about 300 meters to go, I'd just go for it, and that's what I did. It's a hot, hard race, so I'm really pleased.
Next up, it was the women's turn to take on the course. Great Britain's Lucy Hall and Helen Jenkins turned in the fastest swims to hold a 30-second lead heading into the first transition. At first, the two teammates worked together, but eventually Jenkins was forced to ride out on her own at the front. And by the end of the ride, the chase pack swallowed her up. It was a level playing field heading onto the 5K run. 4 women, Emma Jackson, Barbara Riveros-Diaz, Helen Jenkins, and Andrea Hewitt, broke away from the main pack, and it became very obvious this would be decided in a sprint finish. Riveros-Diaz proved to have the fastest final kick of the group, narrowly taking the win over Jackson. Hewitt and Jenkins cruised in for third and fourth, respectively.
I think it's great to have the title in the team. We're very good friends, so she's been a little bit injured, so I think if not, she will be in the front with us sprinting. So good job, Lisa, as well. And yeah, to all the girls, it was a really fast race. And happy that, everybody enjoyed the race.
As if Saturday wasn't fast enough, Sunday stepped up the action even further with the ITU Team World Championships. Each team consisted of 2 men and 2 women from the same country, with each member swimming 265 meters, biking 5K, and then running 1.5K before tagging his or her teammate. Germany led the first leg of the race thanks to Anna Dittmeyer. Early on in the second leg, the race out front came down to 4 teams: Germany, France, Switzerland, and Great Britain. Jonathan Brownlee and Vincent Luis put their teams in ideal position heading onto the third leg, where it was once again the women's turn to race. As she did the day before, Jenkins used a fast swim and bike to establish a lead. With Jenkins holding a large gap to finish the leg, there was no question who would take the team victory as she tagged in world number 1 Alistair Brownlee. Brownlee spent the entire race out front on his own, giving Great Britain the first team title. Switzerland, the 2-time defending champs, were happy to take silver. Germany took the final podium spot.
Jody, you had a world title to your making. You got to love the teammates you had this weekend.
Yeah, how can you get better than these guys? I mean, they're the world's best, and I got to be in the team with them, so it's pretty awesome.
Johnny, what a battle there for that opening leg. Both yourself and the Swiss were just pounding it.
Yeah, that was a hard race. It's so short and fast, and yeah, the Swiss team are really, really strong. Rudy Wild was a great cyclist, and a lot of the bikers were falling around, and I ran as hard as I could, but it's great fun.
Finally, our anchor man, it didn't look like this whole weekend you're at top of your game. You still come away with 2 medals. You've got to be pleased that less than 100% still means gold for Great Britain.
Yeah, definitely. Yesterday was a struggle, and today was hard. I didn't want to let the team down, but I just had to go as hard as I could. And yeah, it's great to come away with 2 medals, but it's thanks to the teammates, really.
That's today's race wrap-up. Thanks so much for joining us.
Whoa, those are some guns!
For a while, we were neck and neck, like 16-17, 18-20, 21-19. I was like, come on, come on, come on. She eventually got more likes, but whatever.